It's finally happened. Someone, being me, has finally designed the perfect Hearthstone deck. This deck is actually insane. Even with a terrible, terrible opening hand, not this one, it still managed to smash the competition. Smash it! And this is what it's going to happen again. It's going to happen again. I may have lost a lot on stream trying to play Rogue, and I was not very good at Rogue. Too high IQ for me, you know, trying to figure out how to manage tons of free cards and combo off and whatnot. But this one's a little simpler and just stronger, and it does so much damage. It's so efficient. It just does absolutely everything you could ever want a deck to do, and it does it in like 6 turns. It's so strong. Okay, I will admit, a slight weakness of the deck is that you really need to get the Stormhammer out to get a ton of value, so you can get like 3-4 hits in, and weapon removal might screw you a little bit. But I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think a lot of people run weapon removal because weapons aren't really that prevalent in the meta right now. So we're gonna play another Battle Mage. We're gonna shoot him. We're gonna hit him with the 3. But the question is, do we want to hit him with the 2? Keeping this out means that it's harder to remove, and he was just going to probably trade the 2-2 into the 3-2 anyway. It's, in my opinion, a little bit better. I will say another weakness of the deck is the fact that it doesn't have that much card draw. And I know I'm saying that there are a lot of weaknesses, but trust me, this deck is actually still insane. Like, I might say that it's better than Face Hunter. Maybe. But that is a bit of a maybe, I will admit. You just have more actual pressure on the board. And you still have the opportunity to do a ton of damage. Like that, I could care less. Whatever. You know what? That's fine. Evasive Fellowing. We could do that, or we could set up some more damage. Now we're going to go with the Fellowing. It's going to be hard for him to kill. We're always able to do that damage a little bit later. We're just rushing him down with value. Maybe there is an argument to be said that I should have kept in my hand in case I do the Rottenest Drake, but honestly, at this point, we're just going face. We're just trying to do as much damage as possible. For a dragon deck, this deck doesn't have that many dragons, I will admit. So sometimes keeping the Evasive Fellowing is a decent call. And this deck is perfect, in my opinion. But there are alterations to perfection. You know, it's the 2 different perfect decks. One that has a little more dragon and one that uses the secret synergy, which I personally love. I love the secret synergy that you can have in a deck like this. And a lot of the time it pushes me to do things that normally I wouldn't necessarily do. It only loses to Ziliax, which he very well might have. But we're gonna hope that he doesn't. We're gonna go face. We're gonna plow forward, and again we're gonna hope for no Ziliax, because I was not able to deal with that 2-3 immediately. I mean, I guess I could have killed it, but it would not have done much of anything at all. So yeah, this deck may not look that impressive, but trust me, it is. It really is. You're just able to do so much with this deck and do so much damage so quickly, and if they don't have a response immediately, you just win. Like, if he doesn't have Ziliax in a Highlander deck, so he lacks the consistency, you just blast him in the face and you win the game. It's going to be one quick game. It's going to be one quick game down. We're going to go to the next one. It's going to be another quick game down, and then we're going to go to the next one. It's going to be another quick game. We're going to go to the next one, and it's just going to be a cycle. A never-ending loop of wins with this deck. Oh, he's searching. He's looking for that Ziliax. Honestly, with a little bit of extra card draw, I wouldn't put it past him to have gotten it. He's choosing to go face? I guess that makes sense. That dies. He trades in. That makes sense again. And we're really just hoping that he does not have that he doesn't have Ziliax. The 2 course of action here, either Leroy or just go for damage. I think I'm just going to go for damage, honestly. And again, just pray for no Ziliax. Even perfect decks have a weakness. I say that, and that's just because weakness is like, it's a card game, right? RNG takes effect. Clartut Defender, you say? My god. You're an absolute madman. Maybe I should have gone with Explosive Trap. Corrosive Breath. No. We're hoping to draw a dragon. Honestly, we've thinned out the deck a little bit. The other two really weren't that useful. Life Drinker would have been really good, actually. I could, but I wouldn't be able to play it that same turn, you know? Honestly, even if he has Ziliax next turn, we still win the game if we draw a dragon. Corrosive Breath is such a good card. Like, it has such high value. It's kind of insane. No, 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 no. No. Wait, he actually could have popped off. He actually high-key could have, like, won the game. If he had hit with a 3-4 and then hit in the face and had it die on purpose to gain life. Because I don't really have that many options left. But anyway, we have 1, 2... We have, like, 4 damage left. Why would you go and do that, you silly goose head? You silly, silly, silly head. That was just silly. That was just incorrect. I mean... Still not drawing a dragon. Kind of disappointing. But having no minions on the board does actually mean that I am in a good spot. Okay. Don't at me. He fireballed his own minion. I respect that. I respect that a lot, actually.
You're in my hands now.
Draw me a dragon, please. I'm thinking about taking out the Phase Stalker for a little bit of extra dragons, but the extra dragons... The extra Phase Stalkers do allow for some deck thinning and, like, potential. Thank God. Whew, we got it. We got him. Ladies and gentlemen, that's 1 deck down. You didn't actually get to see the power of the Phase Stalker, unfortunately. But trust me, it's a powerful addition to the deck. Right? So, if you have any improvements you'd make to the deck, please let me know. Also, for just fun fact, anybody here, I'm not going to say I'm an amazing player. I'm not going to say like I'm a top tier player. But for anybody who wants to get coached, it's going to be free. It's just going to be like an hour, and I'm going to take like clips from it and make videos out of it. Just put your like Twitter and or some sort of contact information and your rank in the comments, because I'm going to use that to figure out exactly what I want to do. 1 second. I want to get rid of Life Drinker, but if I can draw a dragon, this hand is sick. This hand just pops off. Unfortunately, it does not look like that is going to be the case, but it is okay. But yeah, just put it in there, and I'll just contact you. I'll choose you probably at random. It depends on how many people want to do it. If not a lot of people want to do it, most of you will probably get it. But if a lot of you do, then I don't know what to say. Kind of a bummer, I guess. Okay. It depends on what he does this turn. So I will wait and see what he does. Oh, that's it? Oh my god. You fool. Okay, so hit Corrosive Breath, play him for free. That's a 3/3, and we got to remove a minion, and we got to do some damage, and we get to discover a thing with Primordial Drake in a turn or 2. God, that's so much value. This deck just has like 2 or 3 main like value packages that are absolutely insane. They're just nuts. Oh, I can't get that off again. I could. No, I can't get that off again. He's going an aggro deck, so I might as well trade into these and then play this next turn and just pop off. Buh. Because there's no reason not to. Like, he's going aggro. He's going mech, but like a weird version of mech. Maybe he's not going aggro. Maybe I jumped the gun on that one. Shoot. Hit, so they both live. Hit him in the face. Play that. Coin, play this. Flood the board. Hope he doesn't have removal. If he has Consecrate, darn. If he doesn't have Consecrate, then we just run away with this one. And we're just, you know, praying. We're hoping for the best here. The free 3/3s are actually insane.
Unity, precision,
He doesn't get to magnetic that onto anything, which is good. He does get to heal, I will admit. That does suck a little bit, but it's okay. Corrosive Breath was an insane top deck. I will admit that one was probably more of a top deck related thing. Rottenness Drake. Probably the best choice here. If we draw another dragon, that just pops off. Life Drinker Hero Power next turn. He has very limited heal now that that is gone. And we just close out another game. We get another one. Go face, do as much damage as possible. He's not quite dead yet, but he will be in a couple of turns, and he's done. He's just done. And just to show you that this deck can do it all, I'm hoping to get the secret synergy going. I'm hoping to get that ball rolling, because I feel like that would be really good to show you. It thins out the deck and gets you a pretty decent amount of value out of the deck if you're able to get the Phase Stalker. And we drew Phase Stalker. We're sending the Snake Trap back. We don't want the trap. And the Rottenness Drake is it's a little bit expensive, I will admit. This deck has absolutely no utility. This deck is strictly value with early game minions. That's it. That's pretty much the entire deck. 1 drop, not bad. I'm gonna play a 2 drop. Then we're gonna play then we're gonna hero power. Then we're just gonna get as much value as possible here. He's coining something out. That's fascinating. He's gonna play the 2/3. He's playing a secret. So we trigger the secret with the 2/2. Hopefully it's like an explosive or something. Just gets rid of it. Okay. We'll play a 3/3 for 2. I was just scared that it might be like a snipe, and I didn't want to lose the Phase Stalker. Be a dragon, be a dragon, be a dragon, be a dragon, be a dragon. Why aren't you a dragon, man? We'll just go snake, hit him in the face some more. Keep going face. If that was a dragon, that 3/2 dies, we pop off. But the fact that it's not, it's a little bit of a bummer. He kills off the 3/3. Oh, he doesn't. He goes face? That's insane to me. Why would you ever do that? Primordial Explorer came a little bit late. Part of me wants to just do this and keep going face and use this as damage later on. Like, we already have the high ground. We already have the health high ground. We're higher health, basically, is what I'm saying here. That's the explosive trap coming in. He's kind of just given up at this point. And this is the secret synergy coming in, right? Like, this is me popping off with secrets. There's not much he can do, to be honest. He kind of just loses the game. We shoot him. I could just shoot that, but no, we'll probably just we'll just shoot that and keep going face, honestly. He's down to 12. We have 2 secrets, 2 good secrets. If he attacks a minion, we pop off. If he goes face, he takes some damage. We still have Corrosive Breath. We have Life Drinker. We have Hero Power. We have so much stuff. And basically, what I've learned after playing this deck is you don't want to play dragons that much. You actually don't want to play your dragons very often, if that makes sense. Like, you always want to have one in hand. Fairy Dragon, I think, is one that you play on curve. And then the other ones you just kind of don't play. That's 3 games in a row, no editing, just going through it. This deck is 4-0 currently. This deck has really no problems whatsoever, and I absolutely love this build. I will admit, I said it was perfect at the beginning. I will admit, the fact that you have the secret synergy in there as well does make landing the dragon synergy a little bit sketchier. So if you want to change some of that out, you can go right on ahead. But I feel like just the value that you can get out of the secret synergy, like getting the 2/3 out and hero powering and getting an extra secret, like having that snake trap, even though he didn't attack my minions, would have been insane. And the fact that I got the explosive trap did 2 more damage and dealt with his board. And you have 1 snake trap, 1 freezing trap for a little bit of utility depending on like how he attacks. And then you have the explosive trap in there because that's the one you want the most because it applies pressure and it deals with his board. And from what I've learned playing this deck and seeing other people build similar but different versions, is that the deck you want to always have a dragon in hand. You almost never play the Primordial Explorer So if you get the Primordial Explorer, just keep it in hand and use it as a trigger. And if you have triggers in hand, don't play the Fairy Dragon. If you don't have triggers in hand, play it for tempo. That's basically the rule about the Fairy Dragon. So if in hand you have Corrosive Breath, don't play the Fairy Dragon, play the Corrosive Breath to get value out of that. Or if you have the Scale Rider, don't play Fairy Dragon so you can get use out of the Scale Rider the next turn. Play either the Secret, another 2-drop, or just Hero Power or something, and use the Fairy Dragon a little bit later. But if you don't have any of those in hand, go with the Fairy Dragon because you do still want to apply that pressure, and you just win games. It's not even like these hands. This last game was kind of nuts, to be honest. I kind of just popped off one after another. But like, even though I didn't necessarily think these hands were that great, and some of them didn't even have Dragon Synergy until the very end, still closed out games. The first one was sketchy. If he had Ziliax, I was going to be gone. But like, that's because I didn't have Dragon Synergy. If this deck is working, this deck just wins. So overall, very strong deck, as I've stated multiple times. I would very much recommend everyone playing it. And if you have any questions about it, please tell me. I think I'm going to be playing this deck a decent amount more. This deck has definitely increased my win rate a little bit. I really like this deck. Definitely fell from rank 3 to rank 4 playing Rogue because I played against a lot of Druids and kind of just got blasted by big dudes before I was able to get Galakroned off. And I lost to some Hunters with like some aggro. But God, I just love coming back to Hunter and playing new decks and seeing like Hunter is so good. Like, for those of you who made it to the very end, tell me what you think about this. A challenge where I just play Hunter. Where it's like Pokemon, the Pokemon challenge, but it's literally just Hunter. It is Dragon Hunter, Highlander Dragon Hunter, Highlander Quest Hunter, Highlander Secret Hunter, Normal Quest, and Face Hunter. And we have 6 very viable decks. And Mech Hunter. If you don't want Highlander Quest and Normal Quest, I can just go with Normal Quest and then have Mech Hunter and have 6 fully viable Hunter decks. And see how far I can climb with that using that challenge and like only playing that. Like, if that's something you want to see, please tell me, by the way. But like, Hunter's in such a good spot right now. God, I love it. I'm sorry I'm ranting, but I was basically running down the deck and then I ranted about a new idea and the fact that I love this deck a ton, or this class. And I hope you guys enjoyed. See ya.